to be honest, just between you and I had a little junk food late in the day. And I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's not really a good thing, because what happens is in that moment, I had this junk food, and so I come home and I should just be salivating, like a Pavlovian response to this meal. And instead, I'm just sort of moving my fork around because I've ruined my appetite. And some of you are laughing because you do that too. And the thing is, fortunately for me, it doesn't happen too often, but it has happened sometimes. And you see, I think the same thing is true spiritually speaking. Is that when you look at the Word of God, when you look at an appetite for this, it is a good thing. It is certainly quality. But what has happened is many of us, we've ruined our appetites with junk food. We've taken in something, and so we have all this junk food coming in, and so we no longer really desire the Word of God. We no longer desire to worship God. We no longer really desire rightness in our lives and the things of God, because we're just filling ourselves basically with the equivalent, spiritually speaking, of burgers and shakes. And so we've got to empty ourselves of some of this junk food. But here's the thing, when it comes to this junk food, when it comes to certain things to avoid, we know this. There is some obvious junk food, isn't there? Stuff that's pretty clear. For example, the fatty melt. The fatty melt, by the way, you could get this today at Max Burgers. This is in our own backyard in West Hartford. And in fact, my friend Bob, when he visits from Miami, the very first thing he says is, besides, "Hi, how you're doing?" That might come out of his mouth. The first thing is usually, "When are we going to Max Burgers?" And he orders the fatty melt every single time. And the thing about the fatty melt is, besides a delicious, sorry vegans, by the way, you can just pretend it's soy. But anyway, if you look at the fatty melt, not only is there a delicious piece of cow, the bread is